Let's talk about the Fever now. They have had the week off, but the conversations surrounding the team did not get a break.
Yeah, superstar Caitlin Clark today talking with the media for the first time in about a week. Dominic Miranda was there today and brings us the latest.
Certainly a lot has been made around Caitlin Clark, the Indiana Fever, playing the Phoenix Mercury twice a week ago, and feels like the dust is just now starting to settle on that whole situation. She, of course, missed Saturday's game against the Los Angeles Sparks, a game that the Fever won handily, and we haven't really heard from her or seen her at practice since during this week off for the Indiana Fever. Well, that changed here on Friday. Caitlin Clark made available to the media in good spirits and addressing a lot, not least of which if she believes that officiating has improved over the 3 years that she's been in the league. She knows it's been a huge topic of conversation, but she also acknowledges that the referees have a very difficult job and deserve some grace as well. But here's her comments when I asked her specifically if she believes officiating has improved year over year.
The game has changed a lot. Like, this isn't the same game that was played 10 years ago, you know, and I think, you know, I wasn't on the committee this summer that said it needs to be less physical. That was, obviously I'm on board with that and I agree with that, but that wasn't like my doing. That was the coaches. That was, you know, that's what they really thought would help the product of this game. And don't get me wrong, there's going to be mistakes. Refs are going to make mistakes. They're not going to see everything. The egregious ones, you gotta call. Like, that's just the fact of the matter. You cannot miss things like that. And, you know, it's been going on for 3 years. It's just like, we got to find ways to continue to improve. And I talk to a lot of these refs before the game, and they're great people, and their job is really, really hard. And I never want to, you know, nag, and nobody wants to do that. And like, they have feelings and emotions just like I do. Like, I understand that, and that, you know, it's a tough spot to be in, but we just got to be better all around. And I think that kind of goes back to my point of the investment, the teaching, the treating them like they should be treated. Like, invest in them, make them a full-time employee. You know, pay them what they're supposed to be paid, train them all year round. Like, how can we pour into them to make them better? I think about that rather than like, just do your job, make the call. Like, it's hard at the same time. So I think there's both sides to it.
That's just the tip of the iceberg with what Caitlin Clark had to say. She had a lengthy opening statement here on Friday addressing a slew of topics that she knew we were going to ask her. But it is important to note that she will be out on Sunday's game against the Las Vegas Aces. She's hoping that that's the only game that she misses and that she'll be back with the team during this West Coast road trip. But you'll want to stick around for 5 and 6, a lengthy and very candid opening statement from Caitlin Clark. Again, that's coming up for you at 5 and 6. For now here at Gainbridge Fieldhouse, I'm Dominic Miranda, 13 Sports.
All right, Dom, thanks so much. We want to remind you that WTHR is your local TV home of the Indiana Fever. You can watch their July 8th game against the LA Sparks right here on Channel 13, and you can see the rest of our schedule on our website. Just go to WTHR.com/fever.